Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashpika, the channel where we make content about digital products, making and selling digital products. In today's video, we will going to take a look at how to make an invoice general in the Photoshop. It's a step-by-step tutorial. Very simple, very easy. Obviously, there are so many ways in which you can make a one, but I'm going to show you one of the method in the Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. Without further ado, let's get started with that. Before go back, consider clicking like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. If you are a creative person looking forward to make money online, then I have other channel where I talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. The link is in description box below. You can very well grab the digital product bundle planner. That's kind of like a workbook PDF download. The link is in description box below. That will going to help you getting started with selling digital products, ideal client avatar, your niche, your market, selling them, scaling it. That helped me to scale my own digital product based business and making me thousands of dollars so far in 2 years of my journey. The link is in description box below. Without further ado, let's get started with today's tutorial. Okay guys, currently we are in the Photoshop. You can clearly see that. So I'm gonna be taking a new white canvas. So we're gonna pick up a new canvas. Size would be 6 by 9 inches. I'm gonna keep the RGB color mode, resolution 72. Background content is white or background color, whatever color you wanna have for your canvas. Simply click OK and boom, we are here with a new white canvas. Now I'm going to be using some of the external elements. So I'm going to go over to the option, click over to the place, and I'm going to be bringing some external graphics out from here, which I'm going to be using for white canvas. You could very well use any kind of graphic or brushes or shapes or whatever you want for your own invoice general, for your own digital products. It all depends on you. So I've actually selected the one which I want for my invoice general. It's a background that I created for myself. So I'm just going to drag and drop and arrange it according to my white canvas. And here we are with this particular element that I actually used, imported into the Photoshop. Now I'm going to pick up a text tool. We're going to take a font, the font sizes, because I want a heading for my digital product. That would be an invoice general. You could pick up whatever font you want to pick up, or you could import your own custom fonts. And then I'm going to be writing over here the invoice general. Now it's very light color. It's not that clearly visible. So obviously I have to go and change the color. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to be selecting the complete text, and then I'm going to be changing its color to a darker shade so that it can be clearly visible on the lighter background. You could choose whatever color theme or whatever kind of a color you want. It entirely depends on you. Monochromatic, multicolor, rainbow, or more than one colors, or whatever the case is. So I think I'm happy the way it's actually looking like. I'm just going to rearrange it, and here we are with the heading. That's the invoice general. Okay, now moving on, we're gonna use some other tools over here to actually make our general. So I'm gonna go over to the custom shapes, and so I'm gonna be dragging the rectangle element over here. That's the shape tool which I'm using. Okay, you can use other shape tools. It depends on you. You can very well change its color if you're not happy the way its color is. I'm gonna see and try to see the different color if it's actually fine or not. Okay, I've taken a sky blue. It was earlier, it was kind of like a bright red, because I want it to be a multicolored, because our background doesn't contain just one color. It has a green, blue, pink, or different shades out there. Then I'm going to be using again the line tool this time, because I'm going to create a columns. This box will going to kind of like a working as a table. So probably I'm going to need a line tool to actually create a different columns in different rows. So I'm going to select the color of my line. This time I've selected the color of the line. I've selected the color of the line same as the color of my main heading. That was the invoice general. So that's kind of like a darker shade of the pink, maroon, or different colors you can call it. So I've created a one line. Now you could very well change its color if you're not happy the one after you are actually dragged down, and you can do a lot of the stuff over here, guys. Okay, so probably I'm gonna pick up a little bit different shade to see how it actually looking like. It's looking fine, right? Now I'm gonna be seeing if I want one more line or what I needs to be done next. I'm gonna be duplicating this line layer because I want one more line exactly the similar length and the similar direction, like exactly size and shape. Now I'm gonna be selecting that second layer, and we're going to drag it to its respective position of the canvas. That's what you could do. You could very well duplicate the layer on the right hand side panel of the layers option, right click, duplicate, and then you can simply drag them to the respective position on the canvas. It all depends on you, or either way you could use the shape tool again to make a next new line, okay, but I prefer to do that. Now I want an horizontal line, so that's why I've used again the shape tool over here. That's the line tool instead of actually duplicating that, because the duplicating layer would be a vertical one, right? And I want a little bit of the horizontal. I'm gonna be dragging it, actually seeing whether it's straight line or not. You could use the grid line option over here if you see that it's not straight and you want an entire straight line. It depends on you. Or once you're done with that, okay, and now I'm going to be using a text tool because I will be typing over here. So I'm going to decrease the size of the font. We're going to choose the font that I want for the small subheadings that will going to be part of this table that we have created. And then you can very well pick up a color. So I'm going to just write it down over here. It's a serial number. The first one I've actually written down is the serial numbers. The second one, it's kind of like an invoice general. So obviously you're going to keep a record of the invoices, record of the all the sales and all the histories over here. So the second one, I'm gonna keep it as a description or title or whatever you want to write. Like, it depends on you. You could write whatever you want to write. The last one could be the amount. So I've written down the title, the content in the second one, and third one was the amount. You could also write the description if you don't want to write the title in the second one. It depends on you. Now I'm going to be selecting individual layer on the right hand side panel, and I'm going to be arranging all these text elements according to my table. And that's what you have to do over here. You have to arrange them according to your canvas so they'll look symmetrical as you want for your digital products, okay? Again, you can change the colors of the text elements, the box elements, and the line elements if you see that they are not in alignment with the type of the color that you want for your digital products. It entirely depends on you, okay? So I think it's happy. Now I'm going to be writing another text tool over here at the end. That's the total amount. Like, the people will gonna actually get a total of all the amounts they have written down in the invoice general. So that's why I've written down kind of like a total amount. Now I'm going to be rearranging this text particularly over here, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be selecting the total amount text layer, and we're going to rearrange them so it's actually fit entirely with our canvas the way we want it to be. Okay, so the people can take a total amount and add all the amounts of the in the invoice general and write down the total amount over here. Now I'm going to be getting a one box over here for a small rectangular box, so that where the people can write the total amount, and that's what I've actually dragged down the small box over here. Okay, you could very well change its color if you see that you want some different color over here. I'm going to be using some brushes. That's the brush tool. You could very well import your own custom brushes. It entirely depends on you. But before that, we have to rasterize all the layers. Then only we would be able to actually use the brush tool. So I've actually selected the option that the rasterize. That is the rasterize all the layers. Then I've selected the brush, and I wanted the perfect size of the brush that it's there. Now that the brush I've used is not at all visible, so I need to change the color of the brush so that it's visible from the light background, something a little bit more darker in color. Because if it's light now, it's actually visible, right? So if it is light, it won't be visible. So I'm going to be using on my this blank space where there is no written text, where there is no table or column. I'm going to be using that brush over there, and you could see how it's actually looking like. It's actually looking pretty fine, pretty beautiful, right? This part is optional, okay? You can remove this part if you don't want to. You don't need to use a brush tool if you don't want to. I use it because I wanted to a little bit give a more creative touch, a little bit more fancy. That's why I've actually used this brush tool. Once you're done with that, now you could see there are a lot many layers on the right hand side panel. So I'm going to select all the layers, and then I'm going to be merging all the layers together into one group layers. Then I'm gonna be saving this particular invoice general. You could save it and you could place the name whatever you want to. You could save as a JPEG, PNG, whatever the file format you want to save your invoice general in. It all depends on you. I'm gonna quickly name it the invoice general, and then I'm gonna be selecting the file format as a JPEG file format and simply click OK, and boom, we are done with the invoice general. Hopefully you find it useful. Find this tutorial useful, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you want more such videos? I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in this tutorial. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye guys.